you think of yourself as an urban painter?
Definitely, yes.
And it seems to me that anyone who knows your work will be familiar with the fact that New York and the New York skyline is a frequent subject in your work.
Yes.
This is not because you wander around the streets, but this is what you see, right?
Yeah, it's what I see, and it's actually what I went back to. I was born in New York, but I grew up in Montreal. And the whole time I was in Montreal, I couldn't wait to get back to New York. I have a love affair with that city.
Yeah, it's funny too, because you talk about a love affair with the city, and I would agree with that in terms of the frequency with which New York is there. But you know, nobody could ever say that the pictures are soft, gentle. They're very, very raw, and your palette is metallic and mineralized, dark. You know, it's not pretty.
But that's the urban story, and that's the story of life and people living together and living in a city that's full of turmoil and joy and horror and etc.
Yeah, that's true.
It's a story of just living. It's a body. To me, it's like a living entity.
Yeah.
Where things happen to it, like September 11th, and other things happen to it, like beautiful things. And
I know you were very upset, understandably, about 9/11. Everybody was, but you especially, because you had actually had a studio in one of the Twin Towers.
That's right. Yeah, I was up on the 91st floor, not at the time of the attack,
but long before.
Not long before. And my studio was actually full of work from that period.
Yeah.
When the event happened. So.
When the event happened, did you see it as an outrageous event from outside? Or did it seem to you like part of the urban fabric in a way?
Neither, really.
No?
Neither. No, it's just a tragedy all around. It was a tragedy that had happened. It was a tragedy that the world had gotten to, that the state and the United States had gotten to the point that had to happen.
That had to happen, yeah.
It was a tragedy from all sides. It was a tragedy for the loss of life, the whole thing.
I never thought of it before till this moment, but you know, now I think of it, trying to characterize you in one absurd little bumper sticker of a sentence, is you are sort of a tragic painter. I mean, you know, I never thought of you that way, but really, your work is somber, tragic, searching. There's nothing cosmetic or pleasing about the work in the easy sense.
Not at all, not at all. My work is, you know, somebody asked me yesterday, and it completely relates to what you're saying, do I consider myself a pessimist or an optimist? And I couldn't answer the question because I don't really think of I don't think of life that way.
Not in those terms.
And to me, joy is not about like being an optimist.
Or
it's
giggling.
About expressing, and that's a very active way to think about your life. And my paintings are all about being active and engaged and moving.
And you're nothing if not expressive.
It's
you're the
really
most expressive
important.
painter I know.
And it's very heavy. And the way you live through life is very intense, at least I do. And that's the stories of the paintings. It's like you're trying to tell the story. You have to really become intense about it if you're going to get it across. I reinvent the wheel every time.
Perfect.
Oh.